So bear with me. Bear with me. First off, let me admit I'm just an idiotic, stupid dog. So I could be wrong. Probably I am wrong. But I'm pro-life. So I'm pro-life. And just bear with me. Stay here. Just stay. That's what the man would always say. Say, stay. I say, I got to take a pee. I got to go outside. He says, stay. I'm like, God bless, help me out. I don't want to stay or I'll be weeping. A few more minutes, I'll be weeping. But he always says, stay. So I stay here. Because I'm pro-life, but I'm also pro-choice. So remember. But the thing about the whole abortion issue is it's only the beginning. I'm pro-life, okay? So I do want to see babies survive. If I were to save a fawn, I wouldn't eat the fawn. I'm a dog. I'm a domesticated house dog. I wouldn't eat the baby fawn. I would try to help the baby fawn find its mom. That's what I would do because I'm pro-life. Now, if it was a drought and I was in the Serengeti and I was a wild dog, I would probably eat my puppies. If I had to eat them to survive, I'd gulp them down like oysters. You gulp them down with a little chew at the back of the mouth and then you slide them down. You might have to do that. And puppies, when you eat the puppies when they're really small, they're packed like beans. They have so much energy and vitality and so much life packed in there. And you could slurp down one puppy and you could live for a month. So if you had to eat the puppies, you would eat the puppies. But that's in the old remembrance days, and it's like a wild, foregone, long ago place like the Serengeti. But that doesn't have anything to do with anything. The problem I have with the decision of Roe v. Wade is they're not going to stop. They're going to start to say, these fanatics, which you should be fanatically protective of life. Everybody should have to try to help life, save the life. If the woman can't have the baby, then the person who says, I'm pro-life and I dictate what you have to do with your child, then they should have to say, you have to bring the baby to term and I have to take it. I have to go take the baby. And if they have 50 or 60 babies, so what? They were dictating, so they had to, back it up with their actions. They were dictating, so they had to back it up with their actions. And they might have 40, 50, 60 babies because everyone around who would get an abortion, they would say, you can't have an abortion? What are you, stupid? You can't have an abortion, you piece of shit? Give me that baby. You bring that baby to term and I will take that baby off your hands because that baby's not going to die. I take responsibility. I'm dictating and I take responsibility. If you dictate, even as I'm an idiotic dog, you have to take responsibility. If you dictate, then you're responsible. You break it, you bought it. It's the whole thing that Colin Powell said back in the old days. But what I'm afraid of is that these fanatics who wouldn't take the babies, and they had a lot of people have abortions. A lot of people who were pro-life, they're like, as soon as their mistress had a unintended thing where they had a baby in themselves, they said, get that baby out of there. I'll pay you to get that abortion. Go sign my name to that check and get that abortion because I'm not putting up with this. I don't need a damn another baby. I don't have to need a baby mama or a baby mama, whatever, what you call it. I don't need a baby mama or a baby mama prodigy or, baby mama, whatever, issuance. I don't need the result of a baby mama, but whatever. So they had some abortions. It was their business. But then they dictated and whatever. Remember Barr? Yeah, I remember Barr. But I'm an idiotic dog, so it doesn't really matter. But the problem I'm foreseeing is that when they have the Roe v. Wade, they're going to start to say, you can't have an abortion in Alabama, and we don't want you to cross the state lines, and the government, Big Brother, and the SS is going to come and dictate, and we're going to be at the border, and you're not crossing the state lines to get an abortion. It's your choice. You can't have an abortion here. You could get in the car and go have an abortion at the other state. You could drive from Alabama up to Connecticut and you could have a really nice abortion. They have abortion clinics. They have abortion hotels. They're going to have abortion resorts. Up in the Catskills, they're going to have abortion resorts. So you go have a nice, quiet abortion for yourself and enjoy it and have a sauna while you're there. And maybe you get the thing where you get the massage, and you get the manicure, the pedicure to go along with it. So you have an abortion resort, you go up there, but then they're going to say in Alabama, you don't get to leave the state, and guess what? We have a Gestapo to look into your business, and we have empowered your neighbors to look off into your business. That's another good thing that the conservative ultra-right-wing has done. They said, we're going to empower your neighbors to sue you and dictate to you and spy on you, because that's how they did, the KGB. That's how they did it when they were slaughtering millions of their own. That's how they did it when they slaughtered millions of their own people in the name of whatever they were doing. Human endeavor, the human thought process that says, I know better than you. I'm going to dictate to you. I have to tell you what to do and enforce it with guns and authority and law. And it's so wonderful that that's what they thought they had to do, is empower their neighbors to spy on themselves like they did under Stalin's Russia. So successful. Once you're emulating Stalin's Russia, you've hit pay dirt. It's wonderful. Really, really intelligent. Way to go. Way to go. It's beautiful. That's a wonderful thing. And we could have the purges and the slaughters and, the millions to die. That would be great, because they don't think the way we do. We can't have no freedom. This country has too much freedom in America. You have to have more dictation. And you have to think the way I think. And if you don't, too bad. And if you have a loophole, you have a way to get around and you could do your own thing, I'm going to hunt every little nuance to every little thing you do, and I'm going to dictate to you, and I'm going to control you by force of law and force of gun. So that'll be good. And we're going to be in that way. It's wonderful. That's what's going to happen. The Roe V. Wade opens up the Pandora's box of saying, now I'm going to start to say it's states' rights. The whole thing was beat. Alito. It's built on states' rights. So, but phase 2 is now pro-life states are going to dictate to pro-choice states. They're going to say, no, it's up to the states. That's how we open the door. It's up to the states, but we're going to say, New York State, you can't do what you want to do. We have to dictate to you too. And that, my friend, Alito, once you start saying these other states can't do what they want to do, you've entered into, what, Nazi Germany? I don't know. Maybe it was Italian fascism. Maybe it was the whatever, Maybe it was Mao system, Stalin system, Pol Pot. Maybe it was like Pol Pot. So you should be proud of yourself. When we get there, we'll thank Alito, and we'll put Alito banners up, and everybody will remember Alito because he was so wonderful to open up the door to dictatorial, fascist, governmental, forms of whatever, it could be, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I'm just, an idiotic, stupid dog who doesn't really know anything. So don't worry about it. It doesn't matter.